In the time after the Greeks beat off a mighty Persian invasion, two mighty city-states came to power with no one to beat off but each other. The Peloponnesian War between Athens, Sparta, and their respective allies was a relatively calm affair during the first year.
In the second year of the war, a plague killed tens of thousands of Athenians, including the ones who wanted the affair to be calm. The war heated up.
In the war's 10th year, Athens was blessed with a peace treaty. The Peace of Nicaeus, named for the Athenian aristocrat who negotiated it, was meant to last for 50 years. It wouldn't last for 3.
In the war's 13th year, the largest land battle of the war would be fought at Mantinea. It was a major Athenian loss, even when the city was officially at peace.
In the war's 18th year, the entire Sicilian expedition that had set out 2 years prior was dead to the last man, including Nicaeus. Syracuse's alliance with Sparta with this overwhelming defeat that democracy was overthrown in a coup by the city's oligarchs.
Lysistrata was first performed in the 20th year of the war. Then, as now, everyone involved with the play was very, very tired of all the bullshit.
And then, as now, the play was guided by the chorus, which is to say us. Be warned that this play contains foul, sexist language and themes that are several thousand years out of date. Please take your seats, silence your cell phones.
Unless, of course, you're watching this on your cell phone. Act 1, Scene 1. On a dimly lit stage where only shadows are visible, stands the chorus of women. Sudden introduction of violent, disturbing, martial tambourines. The women are standing at profile to the audience so that the shadows of their pleading hands can be accentuated.
The death of Adonis! Cry, cry, mothers!
Your Adonis is gone. Adonis is gone forever. Beautiful to all eyes. Adonis is gone.
Lament his death, mothers of sons.
Tits and clits. Tits and clits! That's what all this is about. That's all they are ever after.
That and war.
Blood and gore.
Lights up. Dawn. A public place in Athens at the foot of the Acropolis, the entrance of which is a large gate at the center of the stage. The gate and the Parthenon are prominent. This is where the whole play takes place. The walls on the inside on either side of the gate have parapets where the actors will appear at various times. Lysistrata is holding an invitation, which she waves about furiously as she paces back and forth. A Scythian archer, a police officer, encounters 2 homeless vagrants outside.
Spare a few mina. I need tickets to the chariot races. Can anyone spare some mina?
Honest living? Honest living.
Can't panhandle here. Get out of here.
We got nowhere else to go.
Yeah, all the shelters are full.
I don't know what to tell you. You can't stay here.
All right, officer. Don't want to cause any problems.
They collect their belongings, and the Scythian guides the 2 vagrants off stage.
If my invitation was to one of those orgies held for little dick or high dick or low clit. You wouldn't be able to get through all the bumming drum beaters clogging the streets. But for this? No. Oh, no, not a damn woman in sight. Not one of them.
Oh, she sees Caloniki in the distance.
Except for my neighbor. Thank goodness. Hi, Caloniki.
Enter Caloniki.
Hi to you too, Lysistrata. Ugh, but look at you, darling. Such frowns, such arrows for eyebrows. Not a good look for you, babe. It's horribly ugly.
I'm fuming, Caloniki. I'm boiling inside. Damn women, why do men think that we're smart and capable and cunning and capable of anything?
Because we are, darling. We definitely are.
But you call them to a meeting? A proper meeting to discuss something of some importance? None of that obscene, trivial stuff they're always on about. And where are they? Deaf and asleep.
But they have heard you, darling. They just, you know how it is. A woman's exit from her abode is very, very difficult. Some of them have to go down on their husbands, after others have to go rouse up their servants. Others still have to put a baby to sleep. Others have to wash it, clean its poop. It's a whole thing.
There are far more important things to worry about, Caloniki.
Well, what is it, darling? What is so important you had to bring together every woman in Greece? Is it really that big?
Huge.
Oh. And thick?
Oh, it's thick, all right.
Then where on earth is everybody?
What? No, it's not what you're thinking of, my dear. If it had been, they'd all well and truly be here by now. No, it's something else. Something that's bothered me for a long time now. Believe me, I've lost a great deal of sleep tossing this one over.
Oh, so it's a very delicate little thing, this thing that you've been tossing over.
I'll tell you how delicate a thing it is, Caloniki. I've discovered that the salvation for the whole of Greece depends upon us, upon our tits and clits. That's how delicate the thing is. Tits and clits. That's what it's all about.
Upon our tits and clits? A very delicate balance indeed, a very precarious balancing act.
All these awful goings on in our city, Caloniki. Just think, we'll be rid of them all. All of them. Spartans, the lot.
Oh, yes, of course. Out with those Spartan bastards.
And all of the Boeotians, too.
The Boeotians. Well, the Boeotians themselves, yes, but they're delicious eels, though, Lysistrata, absolutely not.
As for Athens, my tongue won't utter a thing, but you get my meaning. If all the women would gather here, Caloniki, from Boeotia, from Sparta, all of them, believe me, all of us together, we can save Greece.
Us? But my dear, what have women ever done that's intelligent or requires any skill? We just sit around on our butts all day long, looking pretty, be gemmed, be flowered, plastered with makeup, naked under those see-through saffron gowns and wearing those cute little fuck-me-please slippers.
Exactly. That's exactly the stuff by which I will save Greece, darling, with the scents and the makeup and the flowers and those cute little fuck-me-please-I'm-cute slippers and the dainty little see-through gowns.
What on earth could you achieve with all that stuff?
Peace, my dear. Peace among men. No longer will a man thrust his spear against another man.
That right? Well, then in that case, I'm off to powder my nose right now.
Nor will he raise a shield in front of him.
And put on my see-through dress.
Nor will he ever carry a sword.
Oh, and wear those cute fuck-me-please slippers.
So? Shouldn't they all be here by now?
Definitely. They should have flown right over.
Well, what do you expect? Damn Athenian women, always late for everything. Damn it, not even the ones from the shore.
Yet I do know that they have hopped off their asses early this morning, and they are on their way. They're coming right now, I'm sure.
Psh, not even those I thought showed a real interest in this. They're not here yet either. God, not even the Arcanians.
But darling, even Thegenians' wife is coming. I saw that superstitious twit visiting Hecate's temple before setting off. Aha! Here! There they are! I told you! They're coming, Lysistrata! All of them! Ooh, where did they all come from?
Bogborough, 20 kilometers south of Thebes.
Ooh. Well then, let's not stir them up any more than we have to, right? Ooh.
Enter Marini. Oh, she is wearing a beautiful gown with which she is very happy and with which she is often preoccupied by displaying admiringly at every occasion.
Oh, we're not too late, are we, Lysistrata? Well, what's up, darling? Speak up, darling.
Everyone's heard exactly what it's all about, Renée. I'm not impressed by you at all.
But it took me ages to find my panties in the dark, Lysistrata. Anyway, what's up? What's going on? Tell us now that we're all here.
No, not yet. Let's wait a little longer for the Boeotian and Spartan women to arrive.
True. Ah! Here's Lampito!
Enter Lampito and Ismene. Lysistrata rushes over to Lampito and, impressed by her body, begins to fondle her excitedly, lasciviously.
Hello, Lampito. Oh, my darling Spartan. How positively fructiferous your body is, your beauty. What a color. What a vigorous, horny body. Darling, I think you could strangle a bull with this body.
Yes, I think I could too. I exercise regularly. I mean, very regularly. Push-ups, sit-ups, Kegels, and I go through every bit of me. Every bit of me. Including my butthole.
Oh, and titties too. Oh my God.
Hey, why are you groping me like that, like some sacrificial cow?
Lysistrata stops the groping and turns her attention to the other woman on the stage.
Ah, and this one. Who's this young beauty then?
That is the delegate sent to you from Boeotia by the name of Ismene.
Yes.
She points at Ismene's crotch.
Boeotia of the beautiful meadows. How positively gorgeous your meadow looks, Ismene.
Play with all the elegant, itchy bitchy, curly whirly pennyroyals growing so neatly and tightly around that lovely meadow. Go.
Enter the Corinthian.
Who's this other woman?
Ah, yes. Now that there is a real Corinthian courtesan in the flesh. The real stuff.
All the others whisper excitedly to each other. A real Corinthian courtesan? I know, right? I know. I heard they're good. I heard they're quite good.
Oh my God, I want her hair. I want her hair.
The flesh indeed, both front and back.
So then, who's gathered this fleet of flesh here?
I did.
Uh-huh. Why? Name your passion, girl.
Yes, darling. Tell us what's so important.
I will. But first, let me ask you all one question.
Ask away.
Tell me, please, all of you, do you not miss your husband's pricks? Your son's father? I mean, while he's away at war. I know very well that all of you have your husband away at the moment. Not one of them is here with you. Is that so?
Mine, in fact, the poor bugger. He's been in Thrace for the past 5 months, guarding that idiot of a General Eucrates.
And mine, 7 months at Pylos.
And if mine ever manages to steal away for a quickie, they rush over, nab him by the handle, and whisk him away back to the front.
So, girls, when fucking time comes, not the faintest whiff of it anywhere, right? From the time those Malaysians betrayed us, we can't even find our 8-fingered leather dildos. At least they'd serve as some flesh replacement for our poor pussies. So then, would you like me to find some mechanism by which we could end this war?
If this were truly possible, Lysistrata, darling, I'd start the celebratory drinks right now, even if it meant I'd have to sell this gorgeous gown to buy the wine.
Me too. Even if like a fish, I'm torn in half and grilled and the half of me is thrown away.
And me, I'd climb all the way to the tip of Tegetis to be able to see our beloved piece.
Well, in that case, I'll tell you what I've discovered because I don't think I can hold it in any longer. Okay. Now, if we women really want our men to make peace, then we must abstain.
Huh? From what? Please explain.
From something Will you do it?
Sure, even if it means our death, but what do we have to do?
We will go on strike. We shall abstain from cocks. No more cock.
The Corinthian begins to cry. It's her living. Oh, honey. And the others begin to walk away.
What? Hey, what's up? Where were you off to? What's with the frowns and the sad looks? How pale you all look suddenly. What's with the tears? What will you do as we said? Talk to me. What's your decision?
Well, me? I can't do it, Lysistrata. Not me. Let the war drag on, Lysistrata.
Yeah, me too, Lysistrata. Let the war drag on.
Oh. Even you, Caloniki? You were just talking about being a fish cut in two, half of it tossed away.
Anything else, Lysistrata? We're willing to do anything else, but, well, better in the fire than out of the bed. Better in the fire than without the cock. This can never do, darling.
And you, Meredith? What do you say?
Better in the fire than out of the bed.
What a load of nymphos, each and every single one of our sexes! The tragedians were right about us, screwing above all else, no regard for the consequences. But you, my darling Spartan, you and I, Lampito, just the two of us could still save the matter. Come on, vote with me.
It is true, damn it. It is a harsh and difficult thing for a woman to have to go to bed alone, without a prick, I mean. Yet we must have peace.
Oh, true Spartan. You are the only real woman here.
But what if we do go on strike? If, God forbid, we do as you said, would it really give us peace?
Absolutely. Look, all we have to do is we simply stay indoors, put on our luscious makeup, naked beneath our flimsy little blouses, our curlies thoroughly coiffured and plucked, and we just sit and wait for our men. Soldier hubby comes in, sees us, immediately stands at attention. Solid, stiff, horny. He's torn to shreds with lust, but we move back. We simply don't go to bed with him. I can assure you, darlings, peace will be signed before you can say, come again.
Just like Menelaus and Helen. Helen flashes her tits at him once, and our boy throws away his sword forever. He was only going to kill her just a second before that, for what she had done to Greece.
But what if the men go on strike too, and we get horny instead?
Well then, darlings, we are all well acquainted with Pherocrates, for goodness sake, aren't we? We'll just do as he did, butter our own muffins. Diddle Miss Daisy. Paddle the pink canoe, badger the wit, fire the Sturgeon. In other words, we masturbate.
Oh!
Down.
Yep. Nah, mimicking other people is crap.
Yes.
What if they drag us to the bedroom?
Take a tight grip of your flaps, darling.
What if they beat us then?
Oh,
Well, all right, we give in to them, but we make it hard for them then, my dears. We cross our legs or something, because it's no fun for them if they have to work for it. They'll quickly give up. A man just won't enjoy himself if a woman won't help in the process.
Right. Well then, if you two agree, then we agree also. We're with you, Lysistrata.
Yes. All right then. But we Spartan women, we will be able to do this, to persuade our husbands to bring about a good and honorable peace straight away. But what about all of these Athenian pricks, these warmongering Athenian pricks? Who will straighten them out?
Oh, don't you worry about them, Lampito, darling. We'll see to them.
Not very likely. Not while they got all those ships at sea and the loot locked up in there, inside the Temple of Athena.
No, we've thought of that too, Lampito. No problem. Today, we'll take over the Acropolis. While we're all here getting the sex strike organized, the older women will be going up there under the pretense of conducting rituals and sacrifices, and as soon as they get inside, they'll seize the place. Take it over.
Scythian policewoman armed to the teeth, helmet, bow, arrow, shield, sword, knife is walking by. She sees the group in a tightly knit gathering and stops to examine suspiciously.
Oh, well then, that's great. A very well thought out plan, Lysistrata. Very thorough indeed. Well done, girl.
Thank you, Lampito. Right then, now, quickly, let's take a good, strong, inexorable, unbreakable, no loopholes oath.
Give us the words and deeds and we'll do it, Lysistrata.
Good. Now.
And she sees the Scythian policewoman.
Hey, yo, cop woman. Yes, you. What are you leering at? Bring me that shield of yours here.
The policewoman obeys, dumbly.
Put it right here. Okay, now turn it upside down.
Yeah, policewoman obeys again.
Now, someone bring me some entrails.
Oh, the policewoman who had been watching everything likes all of this. From now on, she becomes one with the group.
Entrails? Entrails, Lysistrata? What kind of oath do you want us to be taking? For goodness sake.
What sort? The sort you perform on a shield, like the one Aeschylus mentioned somewhere, you know, where the soldiers kill a sheep and then they go on and that whole thing.
Oath of peace by spilling blood on a shield?
Well, what sort of oath do you all want then?
Oh, let's grab a white horse from somewhere, kill it, and get the little sacred bits. The horsey spits, I mean, how's that?
What white horse is meanie? What little bits? What's in that head of yours?
Well, what do we swear upon then?
I'll tell you what I think, if you like. Let's sacrifice a wine jug instead. Get a huge black cup, put it on the ground here, then get a jug of that lovely wine from Thasos, break it open, and swear to the cup that we won't pollute it by adding water to it.
Yes. Now that's what I call an impressive oath.
So, let's bring the bowl and the wineskin then.
The Scythian archer runs off enthusiastically, and a moment later returns with the bowl and wine jug. Lysistrata, impressed at the Scythian speed, efficiency, and willingness to join her rebellious group, smiles at her, takes the jug, and lifts it in the air. Oh, Caloniki lifts the bowl admiringly.
Ooh, my darlings, look at what a lovely bowl. One gets horny just touching it.
Caloniki. Now, place the bowl down, and all of you place your hand on my jug. This jug.
They all put out a hand to obey. Lysistrata takes on the serious demeanor of an earnest prayer.
Goddess persuasion, and you'll offering with grace.
What sparkling blood, and how well it decants.
And how sweet its aroma.
Oh, let me be the first to take the oath.
No, not unless we draw lots and your name is called first.
And Lampito and the rest of you, repeat after me. There is no prick, lovers or husbands.
There's no prick, lovers or husbands.
That will approach me erect.
That will approach me erect.
Oh, Caloniki hesitates.
Caloniki, speak.
Oh, damn it, Lysistrata, my knees are wobbly. That will approach me erect.
Shut in at home, I'll live prickless and chaste.
Shut in at home, I'll live prickless and chaste.
And I'll be dressed seductively and be beautifully made.
And I'll be dressed seductively and be beautifully made.
So as to set on fire my man's desire.
So as to set on fire my man's desire.
And let him not fuck me with my consent.
And let him not fuck me with my consent.
But if the prick forces itself upon me,
But if the prick forces him itself upon me,
I will not reach orgasm. At the same time it does.
I will not reach orgasm at the same time it does.
I will not have my slippers raised to the ceiling.
I will not have my slippers raised to the ceiling.
Nor will I, like a hussy, take up for him the position of lioness on a cheese grater.
All the women, except the Corinthian, look at each other bemused. They have no idea what Lysistrata means by that last oath. The Corinthian, though, nods and smiles knowingly.
Nor will I, like a hussy, take up for him the position of lioness on a cheese grater.
And so, to bind all this together, we hereby drink this wine.
And so, to bind all this together, we hereby drink this wine.
And if I break this solemn oath, may the wine I drink turn to water.
and if I break this solemn oath, may the wine I drink turn to water.
Have you all sworn with me?
We sure have.
Now, bring me the cup that I may sanctify it.
Ooh, give me some too, so that this oath will bind us all well and tight.
What's all the noise?
Aha! Just like I said, our older women have seized the Acropolis. Quickly now, Lampito, you head off towards accomplishing your end of the bargain. Go to Sparta quickly, but leave these friends of yours here with us as goodwill. The rest of us will go over to the Acropolis and toss the bars over the gates.
Don't you think all the men might band together and rush us?
I'm not worried about that one little bit, as Mimi. If they threaten us with fire, and even if they manage to open the gates, so what? We'll just do as we've sworn, right?
Right, of course, yes. Otherwise, we'll remain forever as we always were. Cowards and floozies to all of them.
Oh,
let's go, girl.
All right, those cowards and floozies, they exit all cheering. Oh.
All right. Scene 2. Let's see. Group of men enters from stage left. Stage left will henceforth be their territory. It's where they'll be retreating to when business asks for a retreat. They all wear a surfeit of clothes, which they take off one at a time at various instances for comedic effect. Thrakis, their leader, is negotiating his grip on a long branch on his shoulders and a fire-making pot of sorts, which makes a great deal of smoke. Between all of them, they're carrying wood of some sort or another, branches, kindling, etc., as well as crowbars, ramrods, and other such-like implements that may be useful for breaking and entering. Thrakis is walking just a little bit ahead of the others and, like the others, is irritated by coughing fits brought about by the smoke.
Go on now, my poor boy. Go on, Thrakis. Even though your shoulder is breaking under the weight of this huge, wet olive log. Go on, my poor boy.
Long life brings you so many surprises, hey? Things, my good Shanithros, which I've never hoped to see or hear. Women whom we have husbanded, whom we have nourished and maintained, whom have caused us so much fuss.
Oh, so much fuss.
Now they've gone and taken over the Acropolis, stolen the sacred statue of our protector Athena, and they've driven bars and padlocks into our gates.
Well, let's move as fast as you can. Come on! Let's place all these branches around.
Let's teach them a lesson.
Let's light a high flame.
Bribe a lot of them?
First of all among them, Lycon's wife Rhodia. A bastard of a politician deserves a lecherous wife.
A degenerate wife. Faithful reprobate, wanton to the end.
Oh, by Demeter, no one will dare laugh at us while we're alive.
Thraces takes up his equipment again. He is visibly struggling.
Just a little bit further now, Thraces, my good man. Go on.
And we're doing all this without even a donkey, hey, Stranithros? Our own bare backs!
Yeah. God damn lug! Two of them have plunged themselves right into my bones! Well, what can one do, eh, Petrus?
We must go on. Go on, go on! Walk up the hill. Walk up the hill, walk on! Walk on, walk on!
And blow hard at the fire.
He blows into the fire pot. The smoke proliferates, and the men choke on the smoke.
My Heracles, what sooty dread!
What demon? What was it that jumped out of there like a mad dog and tore at my eyeballs?
What volcano of Lemnos, eh, Thraces? This machine smokes and smokes.
and scorched and filled my eyes with gunk.
You men, go on ahead of me to the city. Run to the aid of Athena! Oh, what smoke! What horror!
Despite their difficulties, they've reached the other side of the stage, where the barred gates to the Acropolis stand.
It's up to heaven now whether the fire burns or not. Let's just leave the wood here and light up a new leafless pines.
And then, all of us together will charge the gates, hey?
And if the women won't pull back the bolts, then we'll set them all on fire.
I think now we're winning.
Put the fire down! Oh, the smoke will kill us!
Oh, for a Samian general to take this wood from my hands.
There, putting mine down here. They've bust my balls.
Oh, Thraces takes up the pot once again.
It's up to you now, little Potsy. You light a high fire. Go on.
Help us, glorious victory. Come, stand beside us and drive your triumph right up into these cocky women.
Well, there they leave the pot and quietly retreat to their territory, occupying themselves with various preparations. They do not notice the women when they enter the stage.
And a small pause before we hear the shouting of women off stage.
Fire! Oh my God! Stop!
When they appear from the opposite side, we see that it's a group similar in number, age, and disposition as the old men. They will form the second warring party, and stage right will be their territory. Their leader is Stratolise. They're carrying buckets, urns, jugs, pitchers of all sort, really, filled with water. They've noticed the smoke and are walking through it, but they've not seen the men yet. Oh.
Come quickly, girls. All the smoke must mean there's a lot of fire. Run, Nikki. Run or you'll burn, dear. Kelly, run or you'll burn, sweetie. Creedy, darling, you're surrounded by smoke, dear. So is everything else. Hateful men will lose everything with their stupid laws.
Enter the women from their territory. They carry clubs, sticks, brooms, and all sorts of other makeshift weapons, as well as the buckets full of water.
I was at the taps very early this morning, Charlize, before dawn even, trying to fill my pitcher with water and help those poor friends of ours in there, but God, I hope I'm not too late for that. All that commotion and fuss and traffic I had to put up with, every servant in town was jostling me about. I heard that some men, must be assholes, the lot of them, were carting sticks and logs around up here, threatening to set us all on fire. Turn us into charcoal, they said. Dear God, I hope I don't live long enough to see my sisters burned like kindling by these bastards.
Yes, let's save them all from the horrors of war.
Let's save them all, my dear Athena, goddess of the golden helmet.
Stratolise is walking into the men's territory, still without noticing them.
Oh, Athena Thriceborn, we have surrounded your home and ask you to be our ally.
God, give no time to these bastards to build a proper fire. Help us with our water carrying.
And Stratolise suddenly finds herself inside of Thrakius' arms. He frightens her and grabs her by the dress. Yeah, she runs back towards her friend, screaming, and her dress is torn. Her dress is torn.
The rest of the men now come into focus.
Let me go, you old asshole! Help! Help me! Come on!
What is all of this, you evil bastards? What do you think you're doing here, huh? Oh, you must be the real nasty sort of this fire as you're doing.
All the other women come to Stratolise's aid and help her escape. They then turn ferociously upon Thrakius, punching him with their weapons.
No! Enough! Oh God! Help us! Now I've seen everything. A whole pack of them. A whole herd of them. They're all gathered around the gates. And what are you all doing here then, eh?
He goes and picks up a lighted piece of wood, waves it about threateningly, but he is still petrified.
Shitting yourself with fear, are you? What? You mean this little lot? This is nothing. This is just a tiny number of us out here. You should see the rest of us.
Hey, Fatrius, are we gonna let these weather-beaten shags just cackle like us? Shouldn't we beat a rod across their backs?
Girls, put your buckets down and get ready for them. And if they dare raise a hand.
Just a couple of slaps about the face would do it, I should think, Thrakis. That should shut them up. The sort of slaps that our famous sculptor, Bupalus, copped. Boof! Boof!
Stratolise steps between them.
Oh, yeah? Well, here you are. Go on. Do it. Here's my face. Just try it. Come on.
Fathrius approaches his tentatively.
Boo!
Fathrius withdraws, frightened.
You do, boy. And you'll get to know what it would feel like if some wild dogs took a liking to your balls and ripped them right off and right out of your crotch. Go on. Try.
Fathrius withdraws further.
If you don't shut up, you old hag, I'll rip your guts out.
Oh yeah? You raise one finger against our Strato here. Guess what'll happen? Guess.
One finger? One finger? I'll raise a fist full of them, the silly old bitch.
I'll rip your lungs and your guts out with my own teeth.
There is no wiser man than Euripides. Hey, man. Oh, he was right, too, when he said, there is no creature so vulgar as a woman.
Ruthebe, dear, pick up your jug again and get ready.
Yeah, and wait, why did you God, cursed women, why did you bring all this water here? Huh?
You old bum beater, why did you bring all this fire here, hey? To roast yourselves?
No, to build a nice little pyre for you and your friends.
And we will quench this fire of yours with our water.
You'll quench our fire.
With our water, you'll see.
Yeah. Oh, a battle starts between Stratylise and Thrakis. She tries to throw the water on the fire. He tries to burn her with a lighted branch. Other warring pairs are made here who will be seen as reconciled friends at the close of the play. Shh, don't tell them.
Thrakis lunges at Stratylise's crotch with the torch.
I don't think so. In fact, I think I'll put a little heat right under there, eh?
Oh yeah?
She approaches him, finds out he smells terrible, and pinches her nose.
Oh, God! Listen, you old piece of filth. If you happen to have a bit of soap with you, I might just do you the favor and give you a bath.
A bath? You dried up old carcass?
Yeah, it'll be a real nuptial bath.
Oh, what arrogance!
Because I'm an emancipated woman.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, cool. Just go.
No more shitty, stifling laws from your parliamentary bench, boy.
Oh, burn her hair for that, eh?
Bastards! Do your stuff, girls. Drown them now.
The women chase the men about until they pour the water all over the men's heads.
Bloody hell!
Not too hot for you, is it, dearie?
Hot! What's hot?
She throws a bit more water on him, this time directed at his phallus.
Stop! What do you think you're doing?
I'm watering you. See if I can get some new growth out of you.
I'm freezing! I'm trembling!
Well, then go sit by your fire.
Oh, the women withdraw into their territory, cautious but triumphant.
Excellent work, ladies. My goodness.
Well, here we go. The magistrate, a paradigm of a pompous, corrupt politician, followed by 4 Scythian archers, enters from stage left.
Well then, has all this womanish pandemonium finished yet? Have they all finished with their lunatic drum beating and their vulgar drunken orgies and their rooftop wailing over their poor Adonis? All this stuff reminds me of the day, may we never see that day again, and when Demostratus talked us into sailing against Sicily. Remember? His drunken wife became an orgy of lamentations about her little Adonis. Oh, my poor little Adonis! My poor little Adonis! Oh, my poor little Adonis! She squealed, and squealed interminably. Then Demostratus, the old piece of dung, went on with, we need to enlist soldiers from Zacynthos, and off she went again. She got up onto a roof this time and began screeching, crying out for a poor little Adonis. She screamed and carried on like this until the old ball-busting, cod-cursed bastard, Demostratus, to spite her, pushed his vote through the assembly. Such are the wild, undisciplined doings of women.
Oh, and if you only knew how undisciplined these ones were, sir. Oh, the insults that they have subjected us to. Not only have they called us all kinds of disgusting names, but then, to add injury to their insults, they've thrown bucketfuls of water at us. They soaked us through and through. We look like we've pissed ourselves.
Because, by salty Poseidon, we are so piss-weak ourselves. All of this awful stuff is our fault. We sow the seeds of this into their tiny brains by spoiling them rotten. What do we husbands do? I'll show you what we do. Here's one husband going to the jeweler's. Hey, Mr. Jeweler, you know that bracelet you made for my wife? You know how we went dancing the other night? Well, its little thingy broke and it slipped out of the little holy-poly while she was dancing last night. And now the thingy is broken. I'm off to war now, so could you be a nice little boy and go over to her tonight to fix it for her, to put the little thingy back into the little holy-poly? Or another man will go over to the shoemaker, who's a huge, strapping, strong man with a prick to match, and he says to him, "Oh, please, Mr. Cobbler, my wife's little tootsie-wootsie is hurting a bit because the strap on her sandal is a little itsy-bitsy-witsy too tight. Could you please run over to her at midday and stretch it out a bit for her? Make it wider for her, please." So here we are now, suffering the consequence of this sort of piss-weak behavior. I need to go in there now to get some money to pay the city's rowers, and how am I going to do that if these bloody women have bolted all the gates shut? But I won't stand for it. Bring me the crowbars, men. I'll make them pay for this insolence. Hey, you. What are you caping at, moron? Looking for a tavern, are you? Damn you! Come on, man. Let's put our ramrods here under the gates and ram them open. I'll put my ram in there with you, too.
They started this, but Lysistrata enters through the gates of the Acropolis. She's followed by Caloniki, Renée, and the others. They're carrying little baskets, out of which they will eventually bring some ribbons, a wreath, and a garland.
You won't have to ram open any gates, boys. See, I'm here of my own accord. Why the rams? Boys, we don't need rams here. We just need a bit of brain. Much better than all the rams in the world. We should just be using a bit of gray matter and sense. That's all. This is Athena's temple. Athena, boys, the goddess of wisdom.
Is that a fact? You over-defiled wench? Where's my archers? Hey, you, officer. Take her and tie her hands behind her back. Yes, both of them.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Magistrate, sir, officer or not, he who touches even my little pinky shall shed plenty of tears for it.
The Scythian retreats cowardly.
What? Are you afraid, man? Two of you then, quickly grab her waist, seize her.
Two Scythians come up to attempt this.
But Caloniki steps forward threateningly.
Oh boy.
You as much lay a finger on our Lysistrata, I'll kick the shit out of you. Trust me, sir. I'll make you brown your pants. Ha!
The Scythians retreat cowardly behind the other men.
Me? Brown my pants? Me? Oh, you'll be the one shitting yourself in a minute. Damn it! Where's my officer? Hey, you, tie the big mouth up first.
The officer attempts this, but he is stopped by Renée.
Go on then. Touch our Caloniki if you dare. Go on. One little fingertip, shithead, and you'll be calling for surgery.
By the gods! And who's this one then? Scythian, leave that one. Grab this one. I will put an end to this outrageous exodus.
The officer goes up to attempt this too. And he is stopped by Stratolise. She is charging forward with the rest of her women.
You touch our Renée, old man, and I will rip your hair out strand by miserable strand. That'll make you squeal like the little pig you are.
The Scythian retreats behind friendly forces.
Damn my rotten luck. The cops have vanished. How on earth could we ever let a bunch of women beat us like this? Come on, my good Scythians. Let's all march forward together as a group and rush them.
I think you ought to know, Mr. Magistrate, there are 4 battalions of us women here. And we are all very, very well armed, very, very willing, and very, very able, and very, very ready.
Oh, she lunges towards them.
Go.
Quick now, officers, tie their hands up.
Women, sisters, come out here, all of you. All of you sellers of seed, of pumpkin, of peas and beans, of garlic and wine, of hotel beds and flour and bread. All of you darlings who's been pushed and smacked around, who've been insulted. Come out, all of you.
All men rush to obey the magistrate, and all women to assist Lysistrata.
And a noisy and chaotic melee ensues. And the Scythians are soaked to the core. Can you believe it?
At the end, the Scythians and Thrakis' men suffer great losses and withdraw, thoroughly shamed back to their territory.
By the gods, look at my poor archers. They've all been thoroughly thrashed.
Of course they did. What did you expect? You were dealing with some serving girls or women with no fortitude?
Fortitude? Oh, you got that all right. You've got balls when you're drunk.
Wow.
Oh, come on. That was
Oh,
low, even for you.
Children.
You've wasted enough words here, sir. What's the point of exchanging civil words with wild beasts?
Yeah, can't you see the washing they gave us? Clothing and all, and no soap.
You need to learn not to raise an angry hand against your neighbors, sir, because if you do, you'll end up with a black eye.
I want to sit on my ass all day, like a demure little maid, sitting quietly and harming no one and stirring no one's twig. And that's just what I will do.
And if you want to take the honey from my little honey pot, well then, beware, Mr. Magistrate. You'll be stirring my sting.
The magistrate turns and gathers the men around him for a conference.
And the women do the same in their territory.
Really well proud of us.
Oh God, how do we deal with these beasts? I can't take much more of this torture.
Let's think this through. Whatever gave them the idea to climb this unclimbable cliff to this sacred and hallowed ground? What made them come to the Acropolis?
Ask her, Your Honor. Question her, but don't trust her. Don't trust a single thing that she does or says.
It'd be shameful to let this go without a sound trial.
Right then. You, first thing I want to know from you is, what were your thoughts when you came to shut our Acropolis up with bars and rams?
So as to keep the money away from you, so that you can't use it to fund your stupid war.
You think we need money for war?
Yeah, I think you need money for war. And not only for war, but you've screwed everything else up along with it as well. All of this war of yours has done is give crooked leaders like Pissandros, to name one example, the opportunity to steal money so as to feed their constantly rumbling guts. So my dear magistrate, what we will do is this. We will let their guts keep on rumbling. From now on, they won't be able to do whatever they want with that money. The money will not come down out of there just to shut up the rumbling of their guts. Not ever again.
Oh yeah, and what'll you do with it?
What do you mean, what will we do with it? We'll keep it safe. That's what we'll do with it.
You? Keep it safe?
What's so hard about that? We've kept the house purses safe for years.
House purses? House purses? That's a totally different thing, you silly woman.
And why is that?
This is a war fund, you stupid woman. A war fund! Get it?
And that's exactly our first goal. No more war. Get it?
No war? No war? How on earth are we going to defend ourselves without war?
We'll protect you. No need for war.
You lot. Ha!
Yes. Just the Lolas. We the women.
Savagery.
We'll save you, Mr. Magistrate, sir. Whether you like it or not.
Oh, what a painful utterance.
What are you getting angry about? What must be done must be done.
But God, it is so damn unfair.
But it's the right, the proper thing to do.
And what if I don't want to?
All the more reason to do it then.
What got you so concerned about war and peace all of a sudden?
What? Well, I'll tell you.
Well, talk fast then before your tears begin to roll.
All right, listen then, but keep your fists to yourself.
I can't. It's too hot for me. They're so angry.
Then it's you who'll be doing the crying.
Oh, croak those words to yourself, you old hag. You, talk to me.
But of course. Now, before the war, everything you men did, we suffered in silence and dignity because you wouldn't let us make a sound. Not a peep. God, we hated you for that. And then, all the time, we'd hear about those dreadful decisions you'd be making about some very important issue or another, but we'd put on a smile to hide the pain and come to you with, how did Parliament go today, darling? Any laws on the law pillars about peace? Well, my own husband would answer with, what's it to you? And with, won't you ever shut up, woman? So I'd shut up.
Me? I'd never shut up.
You? By God, I'd have given you something to squawk about, you old crow.
And that's exactly why I did shut up. But then other decisions of yours, stupid decisions, would come up, and again we'd ask, husband, how could you do such stupid things? And my dear hubby would take one frowny look at me and tell me to go back to my weaving. Or he'd give me something to really cry about. Mm-hmm. Then he'd say what Hector said to his wife Andromache, war is man's business. Fool's been reading too much Homer.
And he'd be right too.
But how, you God-spewed fool? We had to accept your policies even when they were totally ill-judged. All right? We did that for a while, but then we began hearing your pitiful crying in the streets. Oh, we need men! Where are all the men? Oh my, there isn't a man left in our country, not even one! So we women thought we should get together and try to save Greece. Enough waiting for you foolish lot of men to do it. We women can wait no longer. And if you want to take your turn at shutting up and listening to our good advice, we'll straighten everything out for you.
You'll straighten everything out for us. The dreadful things you say, woman. I will not stand for it. Ah!
I thought I said shut up.
Damned woman. Me? Shut up for you? A woman wearing a scarf over her head? Never!
Lysistrata removes her scarf and places it over the magistrate's head.
Is this bothering you? Well, here you are. It's off of mine onto yours. Now you can shut up.
Oh, Stratolise walks over and hangs a basket over his limp elbow. Well, I gotta say, the magistrate now looks comically like the women he so despises. Can you...
And you can have this little basket too.
You're sewing them there, and some beans for you to chew on while you're working on it. From now on, sewing for you, war for us.
Put your jugs down, women, so we can give our friends here a hand. It's our turn now.
Great, I never tire of doing the sacred dance, and my good knees don't buckle under the workload.
Me too. I want to be just like them in everything. Same bravery, same charm, same wisdom, same virtue, just as patriotic and as proud.
So come all you grannies and nannies of the bravest, prickliest of the nettles, let loose your anger, but don't slacken your force of charge. The wind is right behind us, women. Let's go.
So long as sweet-tempered Eros and Aphrodite are still bulging our breasts and our pussies with their lusty breath, and so long as they make our men's pricks stand like policemen's truncheons. And I'm sure the whole of Greece will be calling us battle blockers.
Is that right? So, what will you do?
If we first stop the mindless display of arms and lunacy in the marketplace.
That's right, by Aphrodite.
Stupid bastards, they're everywhere! Armed to the teeth and pacing up and down between the cabbage stalls and the pottery shops like frenzied lunatics, the idiots!
But of course, woman, that's the way of heroes.
But doesn't it look just a little strange to you? I mean, men carrying huge shields with a drawing of a fearsome gorgon upon it, looking to buy sardines.
So damn true. I saw a guard the other day, this long-haired fool on a horse, stuffing a shiny bronze helmet full of peas he'd bought from an old woman's stall. Oh, and this other one, a Thracian, just jerking and shaking his spear and shield about, frightening some poor old woman out of her wits, pinching the ripe figs from her stall and stuffing himself with them just like a real barbarian.
Wow.
Everyone else.
Unbelievable. My God.
Including the magistrate's men, bursting into loud chuckles and laughter. The magistrate looks about betrayed.
All right. So how will you women be able to put an end to all this terrible turbulence amongst all the nations? How would you undo it all?
With great ease.
Oh, yes? Is that right? Well, how? Come on, show me.
We shall undo all this turbulence like we undo knots in a ball of wool. We shall simply pick up the spindles and we'll pull one thread this way and another that way and another this way, another. Simple. That's how we'll get rid of all the knots. We'll send out some embassies here, some embassies there, some embassies over here.
Fools! You think you can solve such great problems with spindles and wool?
But of course. And if you too had the intelligence to undo knots in balls of wool, you'd be able to undo the knots in the state as well.
Knots in wool? Knots in wool? What on earth are you talking about, woman? Show me.
Sure.
Lysistrata now turns and speaks directly at the audience, as if she's giving them a lecture, as if she's holding them responsible for much of Athens' predicament.
You simply wash the city like you'd wash wool. First, you put the wool in the tub and get rid of all the daggy bits, all the crap around its butt. And then you put it on the bed and take a rod and scotch and bonk all the burrs and spikes out of it. All the burrs and spikes that have gathered themselves into tight knots and balls and are tearing and tangling at the wool of the state. Well, you just tease them right out of there. Rip their heads off. Then, off for the combing, you put all the wool together into one basket. All of it, friends, foreign and local, allies, anyone who's good for the state. Drop them all in there. As well as all of our citizens from the colonies. Consider them too as parts of the same ball of wool, only separated from each other. So, what with all those colonies joining the ball, you'll be able to weave a cloak big enough for the whole of the city.
How bloody frightening. All this spindle spinning and rod rodding these women want to do. What do they know about the suffering that goes with war, about bearing the burden of war? Nothing.
Nothing? Nothing? You corrupt chucklehead! We suffer twice as much as you! Firstly, we give birth to these men, which you promptly send off to war!
Oh, shut up, you stupid woman. Let's forget all this stuff.
And secondly, we women have every right to be enjoying the prime of our life, which is now, but because of all these campaigns of yours, we all go to bed alone these days. And it's only us who are suffering, not only us, but our daughters too, whose prime is passing them by even faster. They're in their rooms, totally alone.
And don't men get old too?
You think it's the same? When a man comes back from battle, even if he's old and gray, he can still find a fuck. Whereas women's prime races them by, and if no one grabs it, she'll never get a fuck. So the poor thing just sits there in her room, all alone, reading marriage omens.
Well, yes, if a man can still get it up.
War, suffering. You obviously know nothing about real suffering. So why don't you just drop dead? Huh? You don't, no, here you are. Here's the perfect spot for you. I'll get a coffin and bake you the burial cake. You know what? And here.
She takes a garland from a basket and throws it around his neck.
Crown
The rest of the women gather around him and, with hilarity and derision, dress him up as a corpse.
On a minute.
Oh, she takes a ribbon from her basket, wraps it around him.
Take this from me, too.
Caloniki takes out a wreath and puts it on his head.
And this from me.
Need anything else? No? Well, hop on the boat then, Mr. Magistrate, sir. Oh, you hear that? Oh, it's Charon calling you. Next stop, the underworld. Go, hop to it. What's holding you back? Just die already, you old lunatic.
My God, the things I have to endure, right? That's it. I am off to show my brother magistrates what these women have done to me. I am going exactly as I am, just like this.
The magistrate and the Scythians exit defeated.
I can't believe you did that.
We didn't give you a good funeral. And we'll give you the proper 3-day memorial at the day after tomorrow, if you want.
Oh, and boom goes the dynamite! Ha! Satisfied and with laughter, Lysistrata, Caloniki, Meredith, and the others leave the stage through the gates of the Acropolis. What a show.
Scene 3. Thrakis moves with his men towards the center of the battle. He's totally bemused for a few seconds as the scene changes. Then, agitated and determined, he stares his enemy in the face.
Right. All right. It's time for all free men to stand up and get ready for action. Right. Let's strip, men, and just examine this huge issue.
Oh.
His limp phallus becomes even more conspicuous now that he's taken off his cloak.
Right.
His men follow suit. They're suddenly hit by the smell which resulted from their last action.
I can smell something very foul around here. In fact, I can smell Hippia's reign of tyranny behind all this. I can smell Hippia's type of dilemma. Horsey woman on top. I'm petrified. I have an awful hunch that some Spartan men gathered all their women together and tugged them off to the house of that womanizer Cleisthenes, and he in turn got them to rile up our women here to seize our funds and my wages, my daily bread.
It's grotesque how these women are running around alarming our citizens with ejaculations about bronze shields and about making peace with Spartans. Spartans, they're about as trustworthy as wolves with gaping and salivating mouths.
Friends, these things are all threads that these bastards are weaving together to get the cloth of tyranny over us. But no, we won't bow to tyranny. I'll stand aloof, as the song goes. Oh, I'll bury my sword in the myrtle bush, the myrtle bush, the myrtle bush, and I'll stand fully armed behind the statue of our favorite tyrant killer, Aristophanes, in the marketplace. And I'll stand there just as he did, at the ready for the ambush. And
he points at Stratolis.
Oh, when this God-hated woman turns up, I'll smack her in that big mouth of hers.
Oh, yeah? You just try and your own mother won't be able to recognize you when you get home. If you get home. My darling oldies, let's throw these to the ground.
She takes a hold of her jacket, rips it off, and throws it to the ground.
Athenians, let us begin our good work by giving our city some useful words. And it is right and proper that we should give it some good advice because she has raised us in such luxury. I, for example, when I was but 7, I was made a temple attendant. And then, when I was 10 years old, I would grind the sacred barley for Artemis's temple. And I would also participate in the festival. I would have to strip off my saffron robe and dance naked in the procession. And then, of course, when I became a beautiful young woman, I was in the made. I used to carry the string of sacred dried figs at Athena's procession. That is the greatest honor that can be bestowed upon an Athenian girl.
And that is why we owe it to our city to give something useful back to it in return. Don't hold it against me for being born a woman or for knowing how to fix these awful problems we are facing at the moment. My contribution to the common cause will be real, men, because you lot, you old codgers and tax dodgers, you've contributed nothing. All you did was waste what your grandfathers put there. All that wealth they brought back from their victory in the Persian Wars, you've wasted all that, and you're sending us headlong into bankruptcy.
Thrakis moves towards her angrily. But she takes off her shoe and waves it at him.
And any more grief from you, old man, and I'll smash your jaw with my shoe.
Oh, my God! This arrogance is unbearable! Right, that's it. Fine. I call on all free men with pricks and balls. We all must rise against this outrage right now before it gets any worse.
All the men look at their limp members for a moment. Their histrionics display their dismay.
Yeah, shirts off, men, so they can see our powerful bodies and smell our powerful reek of our odors all at once. It's not to turn our men's bodies into stuffed vine leaves.
They all take off their shirts
That's a
with
good idea.
various rumblings.
What?
What?
I
was kidding.
We'll show them.
Fucking, I guess.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Right. All right, arise. All you men who wear the bright medals of the bright battles of the bright wars 100 years old and more. You men who wear the white sandals. Oh, we sure were something then, weren't we, boys? Right. Let's rid ourselves of this old age and give our bodies new wings.
Don't let any of you men give any of these women the slightest grip on anything, because nothing escapes their greasy hands. They'll be building ships and taking off for sea battles next, sailing against us, like that traitor Artemisia when we were fighting the Persians. And if they set their minds to take on horse riding, you can forget about our cavalry, because when it comes to riding, they know everything there is to know. Even at a gallop, you can't get them to fall off. Take those paintings of Mycon, for example, with all those Amazons. I say, men, that these are not women. They are fighting men. So our duty, men, is this. It is to grab them firmly by their neck and to place that neck of theirs in the public pillory.
With a sudden move, he lunges towards Rothipi, who catches for a second, but she escapes him.
My God! Any more of this sort of heat from you, boy, and we'll set loose our pussies on you. I'll make you rush off to your little boyfriends, crying and whimpering like little sheep. Meh!
Right, girls. We women have our own smells, too. Let them get a whiff of it, girls. Take off your shirts and charge.
She rushes at the men, the others behind her.
Come on, men. One of you try and hit me. Come on. Huh? You'll never be able to chew garlic again, nor beans if you did.
Phileros begins to charge towards her.
One bad word from you, you old crazy, and I will rip your testicles off. Oh, just like the little beetle did to the eagle eggs in Aesop's little story. Chirp, chirp. Ouch, ouch.
And me? I'm not worried about you men. Not while my Lampito and that noble girl from Thebes' Menia are alive. You lot are totally useless. 7 rounds of legislating and still nothing. That's how much everyone in this city hates you. Just yesterday, I had a party for all of us women in honor of Hecate. So I invited one of the neighbors, a stunning little courtesan, beautiful, like a Boeotian eel, no less. But no, she wasn't allowed to come, thanks to your stupid laws. It seems you'll never stop all of the stupid, aggravating, masturbating legislating until someone grabs you by your groin's dangler, tosses you around, and rips your ass apart.
And she lunges at Thracis' phallus. The men retreat, panic-stricken. Under subtle light changes, they retreat to their territory and, ashamed, take away all the wood and implements they brought in with their first entrance. These implements will not be used for the duration of the play, so you don't have to worry about them. The men stay at their territory for the duration of the next scene. A small pause before Lysistrata enters through the gates. I don't know about you, but she seems distressed. Scene 4.
Leader of this enterprise, leader of this grand scheme. Why have you come down from your lofty chambers? And why do you look so deeply worried, woman?
The behavior of bad women and the sex-clogged brains, Stratolise. That's why I lose heart. I've been spending all day long pacing nervously up and down.
Why, Lysistrata? What's up?
It's true, girls. We have sex-clogged brains.
Well, tell your friends. What's the matter, darling?
It's too shameful, and it's too heavy to carry around in your chest.
Well, don't hide it from us then, Lysistrata. Give us the full damage report.
To put it in 4 words, girls, we need a fuck!
No, gods, no! Oh, gods, no! Please!
God,
no!
God,
There we go.
God, what are you calling him for? What's he got to do with any of it? It's the way things are with us. I just can't keep these women off their husbands' pricks. They're constantly running off. One of them I caught scratching a hole on the wall that leads to Pan's cave. You know where Apollo did his raping? Another was trying to escape by hurling herself down some lever and pulley thing. Another one, this one decided to climb up onto a bird the other day. No doubt hoping to fly over that womanizer's Orsicalis' house, but that one I tore down by her hair. So far, they've used every possible excuse to go home.
Oh, Caloniki rushes out of the Acropolis, looking frantic.
Okay, here's one of them now. Hey, you! Where are you running off to?
I really need to go home, Lysistrata. I need to check on my Milesian wool. I think some moths might be eating it.
What damn moths? Get back inside, girl.
I'll be right back. I swear to the gods, Lysistrata. Just let me go and spread my wool out on the bed. I swear, Lysistrata, it won't take too long.
You'll go nowhere, and you'll spread nothing nowhere either.
So you'll just let my wool die then?
If that's what will happen, then yes.
Oh, Marini rushes out similarly.
What a stupid fool I am. Stupid fool. I forgot my lovely flax, totally unscotched at home.
Aha! Here's another off to get a flax scotched. Back inside, you!
Oh, but I swear, Lysistrata, by the moon even, please, do just let me go and
stupid girl. If you do it, then everyone in there will want to do it as well.
Now Ismene, the Boeotian wife, rushes out similarly. And okay, she looks pregnant.
Oh, dear gods, oh, dear, oh, you divine protectors of birth, I beg you, hold back this delivery till I get off this sacred soil. Ah!
What are you warbling on about, woman?
I'm about to give birth, Lysistrata!
Birth? But you weren't pregnant yesterday!
Today I am, though, Lysistrata. Send me home to the midwife, please. I beg of you. Send me off as quickly as possible.
So you're pregnant, huh?
She feels the bulge.
And what's this you got here, eh? Ugh, so hard.
Yeah, it's a boy.
Let's see then. Oh my God.
She taps at the bulge, which makes a ringing sound. That was more like a gong.
Sounds like there's something bronzy in there. And it sounds hollow, like it's mom's head. Let's see this baby of yours.
She lifts up Ismene's skirt and discloses the article.
Oh, the sacred helmet of Athena! Oh, you're not pregnant at all, are you, my stupid girl?
But I am pregnant, Lysistrata. I know I am. I swear I am.
And the popcorn tin is for...
In case I was taken over by the labor pains while I was in the Acropolis, I give birth in this helmet, like the pigeons, so that the birth wouldn't touch the sacred ground. You understand, Lysistrata, don't you? I'm trying not to defile the sacred ground of the Acropolis with my birthing thing.
My God. What excuses? Oh, no. Yeah, I understand now, right? The birth will pollute the holy ground and such. No! You're not going anywhere, my girl. You're just gonna stay here for the babies. I mean, the popcorn tins naming party.
But Lysistrata, ever since I saw the sacred snake, I can't even sleep here.
The Corinthian rushes out, feigning similar distress.
I'm going nuts with these owls all damn night long. Woo! Woo! Woo!
Enough! Enough, you fools! Enough exaggerations! All right. Maybe you do miss the pricks. All right. But don't you think that they miss you too? They're going through some very stiff nights themselves out there. Believe me, control yourselves, darlings, and persevere for just a little longer because there's an oracle about us and it predicts victory for us if we don't split asunder and begin fighting each other. No, you know what? Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, she takes a scroll out of the folds of her dress.
Here it is. All right, listen. But when the swallows repel the pricks of the heathcocks and flee from them and gather all in one spot, then all their worries will be gone. And as for the rest, all cracking Zeus will turn the uppers to lowers and vice versa.
So we'll be doing the riding from now on. Horsey on top.
Exactly. But if the swallows should split asunder and raise their wings to fly from the holy temple, then the world will be saying there's no bird alive, none more lecherous than us. I mean the swallows.
That's one oracle that's pretty clear in meaning. Very unusual.
So let's not weaken when things get tough on us, girls. Let's go inside. It would be sacrilege, my dear friends, to disobey the oracle.
Mm-hmm. They all exit into the Acropolis. Dusk, then night. 2, Scene 1. Dawn over the Acropolis once more. Lysistrata appears at the parapet. She's guarding the place. Suddenly, she sees something deep in the distance, which both shocks and amuses her.
Whoa! Good God! Women, come here quickly! Go!
Marini and the other wives come out to see.
What is it, Lysistrata? Why are you shouting?
A man! Darling, a man! I see a man coming! Literally coming! Oh! Look there! See, he's coming! It must totally be in the grips of Aphrodite's work. Oh, that poor man. Oh, Aphrodite, goddess of Cyprus and Cytherea and Paphos, may the path this man has chosen be the right one.
Where's this man?
There, by the Temple of Chloe. Look there.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, who is this man?
Take a good look, everyone. Anyone know him?
Loud exclamations from all the women.
Oh, I'm sure I did business with him somewhere.
It looks like a face.
Someone's wife is
Oh
there.
my God, I do! Oh, he's my husband! Going to see him!
Baker, Shaggy for short, my husband.
Oh, in that case, Marini, the job is yours. Now, here's what you do, my lovely girl. You roast him, you toss him, you turn him, and you shake them all about. In other words, darling, you trick him over and over again. You first give him lots of loving, and then you take it all back. Submit to his every passion, except the bit which only you and the oath cup know about.
Oh. All right. Have no fear, Lysistrata. I'll do everything you said.
Good. I'll stay up here and help you with the lovely trickery and the preliminary heating up. The rest of you girls, go. Leave Marini. You go down and wait for me a minute.
Everyone except Lysistrata leaves. Kinesius and his servant Manes enter. Manes is holding Marini's baby. Oh, Kinesius is burdened with an agonizing, throbbing erection.
Rotten! Rotten and cursed luck! These jerks and spasms are killing me! It feels so stretched! It's like I've just come down from the torture wheel! Oh, talk about blue balls! Oh, such pain! Ouch! Ouch!
Who's there? Who's trying to penetrate our fort?
Me!
A man?
You can say that again! A man! Oh, yes, a real man!
Then piss off! Out of here!
What? Who are you to tell me to piss off?
I'm the day god.
Well, then, for God's sake, day guard, call Marini for me!
Me? Call Marini for you? Why should I? Who are you?
I am her husband, Kinesius of the clan of Bonk!
Kinesius of the clan of Bonk? Oh! Wow, Dan, greetings, sweetheart. Your name is very famous around here. You're certainly not an anonymous man amongst us. Your dear wife has your name on her lips all day long. She can eat neither apple nor fig without first saying, "Here's to my little Shaggy."
Oh my God! Truly, is that true?
I swear by Aphrodite. And whenever our chats fall on men, your darling wife always says,
Compared to my Shaggy, all other men are puny, little, fiddle-dee.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! So go and call her then right now!
all right, but turn to my favor.
But I can certainly give you this if you want. Or this.
He throws her a purse.
Take it. I've got nothing else on me.
She pockets the money with a grin.
I'll go call Marini for you.
Exit Lysistrata.
Hurry! Oh, God. Since the day she left the house, my life became a total misery. Not the slightest bit of joy. I walk through the door and the place straight away looks totally deserted. Even the food is tasteless. That is how horny I am.
Love that man. I just love him. I love him so much. I'm crazy about him, but he doesn't return my love. Please, oh please, Lysistrata, don't send me out there to him.
After a pregnant pause, Marini appears, coyly, at the parapet.
Oh, my sweet Mirinaki. What are you doing up there, darling? Please come down here.
Oh, God, no, I'm not coming out there.
Mirini, I'm calling you and you're not coming. Are you disobeying me?
You're calling me, but you don't really need me.
I don't need you. Can't you see this? I'm absolutely burning for you.
Nope, I'm off.
As she disappears from the parapet.
Oh, no. Don't, Mirini, listen. Listen to your baby, will you? Call your mummy. Go.
Ma'am.
Marini appears again.
Hey, what's wrong with you, Mirini? Listen, this is his 6th day without a wash or a feed. Don't you feel sorry for him?
Yes, I do, but the negligence is his father's.
Yeah, she disappears again.
Oh, come down here, you silly woman, for your baby's sake.
She appears again, looks down at Canisius, and thinks about it for a protracted moment.
Very well. Motherhood. Oh, I just have to come down. Anyway, what possible harm can there be in that?
Marini disappears from the parapet so as to come out through the gate.
He looks a bit fresher to me, and that look she gave me, much sweeter, gentler, and all this hard-to-get stuff, and the I'm so proud stuff, all this robs at my passion all the more.
Okay, all right. Marini comes out through the gate, tentatively, coyly, and goes to her baby.
Oh, sweet, darling baby. Oh, you've got such a nasty man for a father, haven't you? Give him to me. Oh, let me kiss Mummy's little sugar bun.
Stupid woman! Why on earth did you listen to these women in there? You're giving me so much agony and giving yourself so much grief, too!
He goes to touch her.
Don't touch me.
Our whole house is in a mess, Marini. Everything, your stuff, my stuff, everything's in a mess.
Don't care about that stuff.
What? You don't care if the chickens are running around, getting into everything? Even your underwear drawer?
Nope, not me.
So you won't be returning then? And you've left Aphrodite's shrine unattended for such a long time. How long has it been since you performed her rites?
I don't know. And I don't care. And no, I won't be coming back. Not until all you men get together and agree to end the war.
Done. Not a problem. If that's your wish, Mirinaki, we'll do it. Consider it done.
Good. All right then. If that's your wish, then I'll be coming home. Done. But for now, until you sign that treaty, I am sworn to remain here.
Renée, it's been such a long time. Let's fuck.
We can't, sweetheart. Which, of course, doesn't mean that I don't love you anymore.
You do love me. Come on, sweetie. Lie down. Just lie down. Come on, lie down.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. In front of the baby.
Oh, but of course, stupid me.
He pulls the baby from her hands and pushes it at Manus, who catches it precariously.
Manus, take him home.
Manus and the baby exit.
Your child is no longer a consideration. You can lie down now.
And where do you suggest we could do it, you silly boy?
Where? Pan's cave. That'd be good.
All right. Oh, but then after we do it, how could I return to the Acropolis? I won't be clean anymore. I'll need purification.
That's easy, darling. The spring is right there. The spring of Clepsydra. Take a splash in there.
Darling, are you asking me to betray my vow?
The vow? Don't let it bother you one little bit, sweetheart. I'll take full responsibility. Let it all fall upon my head.
All right, then. Let me bring out a mattress first.
Oh, no, do nothing of the sort. The ground is good enough for me.
Oh, my God, no. I can't let you do that, you poor man.
And she walks off into the Acropolis, shutting the gates behind her. She'll do this a number of times, and each time the sound of the gate closing becomes progressively more and more ominous, louder, and signifying the possible permanency of its closure, but not, of course, the closure of Canisius's dilemma. As well with every entry into the Acropolis, Renée takes just a little bit longer before she comes back outside, so as to make the seduction more effective, you see.
I can see she really loves me. A lot.
Okay. Renée comes back with a mattress.
Oh, there you are. Got it.
She spreads the mattress on the ground.
You lie down, darling, and I'll quickly strip off.
Canisius is about to lie down.
Oh, no. How awful. No sheet. I must go and get a sheet.
Sheet? What sheet? No sheet for me.
Yes, darling, sheets. It's so vulgar and uncomfortable to do it on the bare cords of the mattress.
Well, give me a kiss then.
Here.
Oh, do be quick then, sweetheart. Get the sheets, hurry.
Renée goes off again.
Canisius is pacing up and down with just a roasting temper until she returns. Ugh.
Here's the sheet. Now, let's see.
Oh, she spreads the sheet onto the mattress, but she is being excruciatingly meticulous and slow with it. Finally, after she finishes,
you lie down, darling, and I'll undress.
Canisius attempts to lie down, but he's again stopped by Renée's new discovery.
Oh no, not again. You've no pillow, sweetheart.
Pillow! Pillow! I certainly do not need a pillow, darling.
Yes, but I do.
And Marini goes off again. Oy.
Oh my God! This brick! Oh, it's worse than starving Heracles waiting for his lunch!
He lies down, waiting with his phallus pointing at the sky. Marini enters with a pillow.
Up you hop, darling.
She puts the pillow under his head, and looks around.
Now, have I got everything?
Absolutely everything! Now come down here, my little golden girl.
Coming, darling. I'm just going to undo these little titty straps.
Oh.
But you won't forget the peace treaty, now will you? Don't you cheat me on that.
Oh my God! May God strike me dead if I do, dear!
Oh, but look, you don't have a blanket, darling.
I don't want a blanket! I want a fuck! A fuck! A fuck!
Of course you do, darling. And that's just what you'll get. In a minute. I'll be right back.
What? No.
Marini runs off again.
That woman will kill me with all this bidding stuff.
And Marini returns with a blanket and throws it over Kinesius's reclined body, his phallus thoroughly vertical.
This is to help you raise yourself, Shaggy.
Raise myself? Help me to raise myself, darling. I have been raised and roused for a long time. I am well and truly raised and roused.
Ah, aromatherapy. That's what we need. Some aromatics, Shaggy.
No! 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 God, no! 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 No aromas, please, please, Miranaki.
Yes, 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 you must, by Aphrodite. You'll get the beautiful aromas, whether you like it or not.
Marini runs off again.
Oh, well. Let the oils flow then. No, let them flow.
Nope, Marini returns with a flask.
Give me your hands, please, Shaggy.
He does so, and she pours some oil onto it.
Now, rub it all over you, darling.
Oh, 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 not the nicest of aromas, this one, is it, darling? No, not exactly an aphrodisiac. Oh, I don't like this one at all.
Oh, silly me, how could I? I've brought you the wrong one. This is the cheap one from Rhodes. Hold on, sweetheart, I'll get...
No, it's all right, it's good, it's really good, it's all right.
She escapes his grip and runs towards the gate.
Look, forget all this, bitch!
Darling, you're blubbering.
Marini runs off once again.
Oh, God. I will kill the bastard who brewed that first scent!
Marini returns with another flask.
Now, take this amber.
I've still got the other one on. Darling, just lie down and forget all the scents.
Right, Shaggy, darling, I'll do just that. I'm just getting my shoes off right now. And you really won't forget about voting for that peace treaty, will you?
She moves erotically around him and then Ooh, gently blindfolds him with her scarf. This excites Kinesius, but it also gives Marini the opportunity to quickly sneak through the gate.
I'll think about it, definitely.
The gate now slams loudly, fatally shut. He turns, takes off the blindfold.
Oh my God, she's gone. Oh, that woman has destroyed me. She's rubbed me up, she's rubbed me down, and then she went off totally and leaving me excoriated. What am I gonna do? I need someone to screw. I've been diddled by the most beautiful woman of them all. How will I ever feed this one-eyed monster now? Anyone out there on OnlyFans? Premium Snapchat? Craigslist? Adult friend finder? Any hot singles in my area who want to talk to me? No credit card needed.
Okay. Ooh, I'm a professional.
I've got it. Found the OnlyFans.
Scene 2. Scene 2. Thrakis' men come forward to join Kinesius.
Oh, how awful. You poor boy. Oh, this sort of cheating robs one's soul away. What kidney could ever hope to cope with such a terrible suffering? What soul? What loins? What butt? Stretched out like that, missing out on a sunrise fuck.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, here comes the awful cursed jerks and jolts again. Oh no.
Phathrius examines Kinesius's dilemma closely with sexual interest.
Oh. And that's what she's done to you, eh? That totally hateful woman.
But she's such a lovable, sweet woman.
Sweet? Sweet, you say?
No, you're right. She's foul. Oh, Zeus, treat that woman like you treat a bundle of straws. Visit her with your the typhoons and your tornadoes and your thunderbolts and whiz her all about and spin her all about and send her high up into the sky and then just suddenly drop her all the way down, splat, and make her wrap herself around this prick.
Enter the Spartan Herald. He has an identical problem to that of Kinesius, but he's got it hidden beneath his cloak. Phathrius' eyes light up at the sight of the tilt of the herald's shoulder and the testicles hanging heavily under his tunic. Phathrius approaches the herald for another close inspection.
Hera has stolen your voice, Herald.
Where's the Athenian Senate or the State House? I have news for them.
Kinesius points at the bulge under his cloak and laughs.
Oh, and what on earth are you? Are you a human or a horned god?
I'm a herald. I've been sent from Sparta about the peace talks.
And is that a spear you're hiding under your arm?
No, it's not. I swear to God.
Well, stay still then. Why are you turning away from me? What's that sticking out from under your tunic? Blue balls, is it? From the long march?
What a crazy man! That's what it is. My caster, he's nuts.
Sly little bastard, you're carrying a stiffy.
No, I'm not. Not me. Don't be so stupid. What a crazy man he is.
So, what's this then?
That's a Spartan message rod?
If that's a Spartan message rod, then so is this. Oh, don't worry, friend. I know what's up. You can tell me the truth. How are things with your men in Sparta?
All of us Spartans, as well as our allies, we all have maypoles like this one. We all need a roll in the hay.
And who do you think is to blame for this suffering? Pan?
No, I don't think it's Pan at all. I think it was Lampito who started it all. And all the other women in town together with her, and they are keeping us out of their thatched cottages like chicken wire and the wolves.
So, how are you coping with all this then?
We're all solid stiff. Wandering the city, bent over like lantern carriers, and the women just won't let us anywhere near their myrtle bush. Not until we men get together and make peace with the rest of Greece.
Yes, this is a conspiracy of all the women everywhere. Now I understand Marini's little tricks. In that case, get back to Sparta, my friend. Get back there as quickly as you can and tell them to send their representatives here with the full power to speak for you all. I'll go to our own council here and select our own negotiators, and I'll point out to them the plight of this here brick.
I'll be off right away. What you say is absolutely great.
Exit Harold and Canisius in opposite directions.
Oh. Scene 3. The atmosphere is now softer, more sedate, more conducive to the birth and blossom of a romance. All right, or at least of reconciliation. Stratylise approaches Drakis at center stage.
There's no beast, no leopard, no fire more difficult to fight than a woman. Or more ruthless.
You know this, but you still fight us. That I could become your faithful, trusty, and true friend?
I'll never stop hating women.
All right then, as you wish. But for now, here.
She picks up his shirt.
I'm not having you wandering the city naked. Let me help you put it on.
She helps him.
Well, that's a sort of kind thing you've just done for me, and I took it off in such anger.
It's all right. Now you look just like you looked before. A real man. Not so stupid. And if you hadn't been such a pain in the ass to me before, I'd tear that little beastie right out of your eye. Look, still there.
Is that what's been bugging me all this time?
He gives her his ring.
Here, take this ring. See if you could scrape the thing out for me, right? And then let me see the damn thing. It's been digging a hole in my eye all day.
Yes, all right. I'll do that for you. Even though you've been such a difficult bastard.
Ow! Ow! She scrapes the beastie out of his eye and points it out to him.
Oh my God! Look at the size of this mosquito. Can you see it? Looks like it's flown all the way over from that swamp hole, Three Plume City.
Oh, thank you. That's real helpful of you. Oh, that damn thing's been digging a well in my eye. Oh, and now it's out, I've got a whole river of tears flushing out. Oh.
Here, let me dry them for you.
Oh.
She takes a hanky out of her pocket and wipes his tears.
there. And I'll even kiss you too, you wicked boy.
Oh, no kisses, no kisses.
But he doesn't resist too vigorously. In fact, his phallus betrays him.
Say what you like. I'm giving you a kiss. Mwah.
And sing this song, eh?
Okay. Hey, folks, don't worry. We're not getting ready to say anything nasty about you lot. No, nothing nasty about anyone. Quite the reverse, in fact. We want to say and do good things for you.
Enough suffering. In fact, we'd like to announce that every man and every woman in need of a bit of money, say a mina or two, you can come to us because we've got purses aplenty. And if and when peace does return, well, you can keep all that money.
As well, we'll be inviting some of our Christian allies to our home this evening. These are all good, honest men, these friends of ours. We'll have cooked up some lovely soup for your families, and a whole sow, too.
Oh, yes, a sow.
I sacrificed her earlier, so she'll be nice and tender by then. So why not come around? But first do take yourselves and your kids to the toilet, and while you're at it, have a bath, too.
Well, and then, walk right in and take a pew. You'll need no permission. Walk in as if it was your own home. Go forth. Be brave. Because the
door will be well and truly and firmly slammed shut to you.
Oh, okay.
Scene 4. Enter the Spartan envoy, 2 delegates, the herald, other free men, and a number of servants. Everyone is encumbered with huge erections, which they are trying awkwardly and unsuccessfully to come out to join them.
Oh, yes. Here are the Spartan negotiators with their long flowing beards and their long... My God! Is that a pleasure house you've got under there, man? Oh, it's totally engulfed your crotch. oh, Spartans. Oh, welcome. Come. Please, tell us your story.
What's the use of turning this into an epic of many words, eh?
He looks at the rest of his entourage, and together they all as one lift their cloaks.
Our story is obvious.
Thethreus once again jerks his head forward for a closer inspection.
Oh, it sure is. The tribulation has certainly intensified. The inflammation has turned into a conflagration.
The boys have been holding their cloaks at some distance from their bellies, too. Oh, they look like wrestlers suffering from that old affliction, wrestler's willy.
Quick! If someone tell us where this Lysistrata is, because we are here as men.
Your affliction seems to be similar to that of these other men. There. Now tell me, do you also suffer from the morning jolts and jerks?
God, yes! In fact, they're so severe our pricks have become totally stripped of skin, see? No skin left on them! Raw flesh! They get to be so sore, soon we'll be needing to visit young Cleisthenes himself for a fuck. Ugh.
Look, we better be careful about this, men. You better cover all this up, please. Cover all of this up. Otherwise, those uncouth men who chopped the dicks off the Hermes statues last year and who still have yet to be caught, well, they might be out there in the audience. You wouldn't want them to see you like that.
God, no! Good idea.
They hurriedly try to conceal the protrusions.
Oh God, let's put on our cloaks, men, at the double.
Polycrates notices the Spartans.
Ah, Spartans! Welcome, Spartan friends. As you can see, we've suffered some shameful things.
Polycrates, my friend, we too have suffered terrible things, so let's not allow these prick thieves to see us so well and truly flagellated.
They all fix their cloaks, but the result, of course, is still pretty comical.
It's funny. I like it.
Yeah, I know.
Right then, Spartans, let's talk about what needs to be done. What are you all here for?
We are here to participate in the peace talks.
Good. So are we. Now, well, then why don't we just, call Miss Lysistrata out here, since she's the only one who can settle our differences.
Sure, call anyone, even Mr. Lysistratos if you want. I'm not fussy right now.
The gates of the Acropolis open slowly, and Lysistrata appears with all her friends, except the Corinthian.
No need to call her at all, it seems. She's here. She must have heard us.
Welcome. Welcome, bravest of the brave. Now, Lysistrata, look, the full cream of Greek men are here, so you need to be all things to all men. Terrible, as well as soft, innocent, as well as vulgar, demure and sweet, as well as a woman full of experience. We are gripped by your stunning virtues, and we have forgiven all of your sins.
Well, Lysistrata looks at the sorry state of the men, sneers at their patronizing words, and addresses her friends. Ugh.
This job is not too difficult. Not if you get them while they're burning for it, rather than when they're just taking each other's measurements. But I'll soon find out what the case is here. Where's Lady Peace?
The Corinthian, Lady Peace, is brought in. On her body is painted the map of Greece. She is brought to stand in front of the group.
Stratylese, the Spartans first. Take one of them by the hand.
She is about to do so harshly, but is stopped by Lysistrata.
No, Stratylese. Don't use a heavy, hurtful, arrogant hand like our ignorant husbands used on us. Use a sweet, homely hand, a woman's hand. And if they won't give you their hand, you grab them by their prick. And you, Caloniki, you get the Athenian men and bring them here. Grab whatever they offer you.
Polycrates refuses to give her his hand, so Caloniki is forced to grab him by the member. Both men are brought to stand before Lady Peace.
Now, gather around, Spartans, and you two Athenians, and listen to me.
The men obey reluctantly.
I am a woman, and I have a brain. A brain that isn't too bad, having listened to my father's speeches and the speeches of my elders. The Muse herself didn't do a bad job educating me either. So, now that I've got you all here, I'll give it to you straight. I'll tell you what you deserve to hear. You two, Spartans and Athenians alike, both of you have the same altars which you sprinkle with the same sacred water by using the same cup. Just like relatives and friends, you do this at Olympia, at Thermopylae, at Pitho, and a whole lot of other towns. Yet, when the enemy, the barbarian, have gathered forces around you, what do? You go about with your Greek armies destroying Greek cities. Why is that? That's the first point of my speech. Pretty good, right?
The women nod and cheer.
Absolutely,
You
you were
go,
so
girl.
right.
We stand.
Polycarides,
Yes, girl.
however, drags his attention away from Lady Peace's map for a minute.
Did she say destroying? God, I am destroyed so thoroughly by my own ever-bulging prick.
Now I'll speak directly to the. Now I'll speak directly. First to you, Spartans alone. Don't you know about your countryman Pericles? That man came and sat by our sacred altars in his sacred cloak, pale as a ghost, and begged us for a few men to save Sparta from the Messenians when the god had shaken your city with an earthquake and all the helots had revolted. Our own General Cimon came to you then with 4,000 troops and saved you all. And now you repay our good deed by destroying our land?
Polycarides takes his eyes off of Lady Peace's body again.
Sure are unfair, Lysistrata.
And now the Spartan delegate forces himself to stop ogling Lady Peace.
Yes, we're guilty.
He returns his attention to the naked body of Lady Peace.
That ass, though. That ass.
And as for you, Athenians, do you think I'll let you off easy? Have you forgotten the days when, because of Hippias and those Thessalians, you were forced to go about wearing those demeaning old clothes, dressed as servants? Don't you remember that the only people who came to fight by your side were the Spartans? It was they who, with spear in hand, came here and freed you and let you replace those servant tunics with the fine clothes of free men.
They are unable to tear their gazes away from Lady Peace, who, well, for her part, winks and waves at them.
I've never seen a more majestic-looking woman in my entire life.
And I've never seen a more beautiful snatch.
Well then, why, having done so much good to each other, do you fight each other? Why don't you just stop all this hatred?
She points to Lady Peace.
Why not conciliate?
The two men are dumbstruck at the assumed opportunity.
Come on, approach. What's holding you back?
All the men are examining the body of Lady Peace, who continues to flirt, but avoids their attempts to touch her.
Whoa, hey, hands off. All of them.
Thwarted, the Spartan delegate points at the lower part of her body.
We're ready for talks if they'll let us have this bit of the delta here.
Which bit?
Oh, this bit here, Pylos. We've been lusting after this bit for years, caressing it.
Hey!
Absolutely not. You will not be getting Pylos.
Oh, be kind and leave it for them.
Well, what do we ask for then?
Ask for any other place instead.
Polycarides looks over the map on Lady Peace's body.
All right, very well. Give us some. Okay, well, first give us Echinus around here at the front, and then.
He goes around her to examine her rear.
Around the back, Melia's Gulf. God, those sweet apple-like buttocks, just. Oh, as well as both of these Megarian thighs right here.
You've gone mad. We're not giving you everything.
Leave it, Spartans. Don't go arguing about thighs now.
Now, I would like to throw myself at this beautiful, rich soil and start plowing straight away.
No.
Oh, me too. First thing tomorrow morning, I want to spread some manure.
Sign first, work later. And if you're really planning to do some work, then first go and deliberate. Think about it carefully, men, then go back to your allies and announce your decisions.
What allies, dearie? They're all so horny like us, they'll all come to the exact same decision. To fuck. Every single one of them.
I know our allies will, that's for sure.
And there'd sure be no need to ask our oversexed Corinthian friends.
Lady Peace is guided back into the Acropolis and exits with all the wives.
Well said. For now, though, keep yourselves pure, because we women will be bedding you in the Acropolis tonight. And we'll be offering you the complete contents of our basket of goodies. In the Acropolis, you can exchange oaths and pledges with each other. And then, afterward, all may each take his own wife home with him.
Exit Lysistrata through the gates.
Right! Let's hurry then, friends.
Lead the way quick.
We're off right now.
All exit, laughing at their cleverness to prepare for the feast.
Scene 5, night. Loud party noises are heard from within the walls of the Acropolis. The homeless vagrants are milling about the walls, attracted by the noise. They've appeared quietly from both sides of the stage.
Spare a few mina. I got 2 tickets to the chariot races. Can anyone spare some mina?
Honest living. Honest living.
Suddenly, looks like we have some banging against the door. Voices of Polycarides and other men shouting at the vagrants.
Open the door.
Oh, come on.
Open the door, you. Move out of the way.
Doors open, and out come the Athenian delegates. Kinesias and several others come out. They're carrying torches, are happily inebriated, and their penises have very obviously been appeased.
Heyo.
Spare a few mina, a few scraps, a drop of watered wine.
Move out of the way. Hey, you. What are you sitting around here for?
We want to celebrate the glorious peace you brought to Athens.
You had nothing to do with the peace, you freeloaders. Move along.
Shouts from the other 2 groups of men and women, and from the other delegates.
You'd better go, I guess.
Go on with
So I guess they're just going to be jerks too.
Had we been given a seat at the table?
We would have been honored to help. Are we not also citizens of this great city?
Polycarides, unmoved, charges towards a vagrant.
No.
Thrakis, Stratolis, and other members of the 2 groups join in the pursuit. The vagrants quickly gather their things and make leave once more.
I will help you with this little bit of extra burden, eh? Piss off!
Yeah, go on, piss off, I said. When the Spartans come out after the feast, we want them to leave in peace. So piss off!
The vagrants exit in resignation and no little fear, both sides of the stage, pursued by men on stage left and women on stage right.
Such joyful men, these Spartans. I've never seen such a wonderful drinking party. Yeah? And we're the wisest men after a drink or 2.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, of course. Too true, my friend. I'm certain of that. The abstinence of alcohol, of anything, really, it makes the brain go sick. I'm very certain of that. And, if I knew how I could persuade all my Athenians, I tell them that. I tell them that from now on, we shouldn't go out on diplomatic missions until we are drunker than a brewer's fart. And not a moment sooner. Because now when we go to Sport or Soba, excuse me. Right now, when we go to Sporty Spice, I'm so sorry. Right now, when we go to Kevin Sorbo, that's what I meant, I think. Well, anyway, when we get there, we immediately go looking for things to stir up trouble with. And so, whenever they say something, we don't listen, and, they don't say anything. And then we hear all sorts of stuff they didn't even say, and then afterwards, we come here, and we announce all sorts of things all over again. But tonight, however, we were all happy with those things, with everything, to the point where, like, if someone had decided to sing one of those swarlogs, one of those swan schlongs? I'm sorry. One of the war songs of Telemans, instead of one of the peach schlongs of Clydogoria, that we should have been singing, seeing that this was a peace panty. I mean, a piss party, a peace party. We still praised him and even swore by his talent.
Sounds of drunk men and music approaching from within the walls.
Here come the Spartians. Very good chaps, those boys. Good drinking buddies, every single one of them.
Enter the Spartan delegates, also happily drunk and also genitally appeased. One of them throws his arm around the other, who's holding a flute, looks like.
Oh, my very delicious, I mean, my delightful friend. Pick up your little shtick with all of its little blowholes there, and I'll pick up my 2 feet, and we'll dance and sing a good schlong for our Athenian friends here, and for all of us there. Hey, I mean here too.
Yes.
Why
Come on,
not?
Fred. Come on, lift up your holy polies all the way to the gods. God, I love to watch you guys dance.
La 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 la. Quick memory, quickly rush over here. Memory, rush your muse to this youth here. Your muse knows these Athenians well. She knows about their battle at Artemisium. How like gods these men lifted their sails to charge at the Persians, and how they defeated them. And we, Leonidas, led us by the tusks, like one leads a wild boar. Sweat soaked our beards and thighs. More Persians there than grains of sand on the shore. Oh, Artemis, killer of beasts, virgin goddess of all things and man wild. Come here and aid our pledges that may last a long time, and help this rich friendship hold fast these agreements, and make us forget the old tricky, conniving, foxy dialectics. Oh, come to us, virgin on trails, virgin on trails.
Woo, yeah! Nice.
Oh my God!
Woo! I'm telling you, my nickname in college was Virgin Huntress. Anyway. Hey, enter Lysistrata, leading the band of wives. Caloniki, Merhini, Lembito, the Boeotian, and the Corinthian, as well as the Scythian woman.
Now then, since you've brought everything to a satisfactory conclusion, you Spartans can take your women home with you. Each husband stand by his wife, and each wife by her husband. And all together let us now show our respect to the deities with a dance, so that we may never, ever sin again.
She waits until they all get ready, places people, during which process they arrange themselves most conspicuously thus. Renée snuggles up to Kinesias, penis visibly placated now, boop. And Lampito with the first Spartan delegate, Thrakis with Stratolis, Caloniki with the Lurgos. They all hold hands and begin the dance and the singing.
Let's begin the dance and invite all the Graces and Artemis and her twin brother, gentle Apollo, the healer, and Dionysus of Nisus, who shines in the frenzied eyes of his attendants, the Maeonids, and Zeus, with his ever blazing flame, and his blessed bedmate Hera, as well as the rest of the gods. Let them all come as witness, so that we'll never forget this peace, which the wise goddess Aphrodite has made for us.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, raise the dicks.
Cock 'em up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah!
For the sake of victory! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!
Woo! All right, your turn, Spartan. Show us what your muse is made of. Back to back with ours.
Oh, muse of the Spartans, leave the fair peaks of your mountain Taygetus behind you and come here to sing with us a hymn extolling Amycle's god, fair Apollo, and to Athena of the bronze abode, and to the fine sons of Tyndareus, Castor, and Pollux, whose playground is by the water of Erotas. Oh, jump high, leap and fly. Oh, you Spartans, makers of high-flying songs and dances, dance for the gods and stomp your feet like roosters. Oh, by the sweet waters of Erotas, our young girls twist and turn their feet and shake their graceful locks like fillies, and like Bacchus's lovers, twist and turn their feet and shake their graceful locks like fillies. Led by Helen, lead as daughter, a leader, pure and proper. Come, Spartans, lead us into the dance. Turn those curls with your hands and your hair. Flick high your fawn-like feet. Stir up noise, much noise, to give this dance its soul. Sing, all of you, come. Sing to please the goddess, omnipotent Athena of the bronze abode.
Oh, yeah!
I need a shot. I want to be you when I grow up.
I gotta go.
All right, I gotta go find some new flying.
Good night, everybody.
Well done, man. Well done.
Hey, so was the orgy the Deus Ex Machina?
This has been, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, everybody. Gods, I picked a night to quit drinking.
Oh, Greek chorus out!